So something cool happened to me yesterday evening. I went to therapy. Now, I've been going to therapy since 2020 fairly regularly. My husband goes, I go, we go together, we go separate. We don't like go, oh, we have problems in our, it's just very not traditional way of thinking of therapy. We look at it as good grooming. I told him yesterday, I was like, I'm struggling with even wanting to go today because I'm in such a good mental place, that I almost don't want to pay her because she's like amazing. She doesn't have to take insurance. Like she's an incredible therapist. And I was like, so I almost don't want to go because that. And he was like, but that's why you should go. And I'm really glad that I did. Here's why. So I start my session. We do it on Zoom. And she says, before we get started, it was very elephant in the room. She goes, clearly you have lost a tremendous amount of weight. And I was like, I have. And she was like, how much? And I was like, about 50 pounds. And she was like, since when? And I was like, July. And she's like, tell me what you're doing and what's going on. Like, and this is the first time I'm like, okay with someone asking me that and didn't feel awkward. So I explained to her about GLP1s. I explained to her about food noise. I explained to her about obsessive thoughts. I explained to her the benefits that I've been receiving in terms of like realizing how powerful it is to know that like the binge eating and the obesity and all of these things like are a medical condition and is not my fault. Because if it was my fault, taking a little medicine that regulated the gut hormone, right, wouldn't have solved it and allowed me to be this way. And I told her, like my whole life, I've thought to myself, like, this, how can I have this great career and these friends and this family and like, be a good mom and all these different things that I do, but I can't figure out what to do with my freaking food and my weight? Like, how pathetic am I? And how many times I had that in my brain. And so I started explaining to her like how not only, have I no longer been obsessing about things that are like worries and things that I can't control and like unwinding my day or anything like that. So I start sharing this with her. I start sharing the fact that I don't binge eat anymore, like all this stuff. And she is just as excited as I am to hear this. And not just for me. She starts writing down the names of the medicines. And I'm like, seriously, Dr. Ash, sorry, I want to say her name, Dr. Ash, like you should consider, like when you're talking with people that have problems like I do, working with their primary doctor and seeing if these are options for them. Because if they suffer from obesity or PCOS or constant worry and OCD, like all these things are connected, all of these things are connected, And she was so excited, And it was just like so cool to share it with someone that's like not on TikTok and not taking the medicine and have it received so well. And I was just really glad that I had the appointment. And she just said that she was really proud of me. And like hearing somebody say that as opposed to the negative stuff on TikTok where they're like taking the easy way out and shit like that, it's really awesome. I'm glad I went.